So this is the final video in the overcoming nervousness and gaining confidence in a new job. So in this video, we're going to talk about managing stress and anxiety. So stress, anxiety stems from yourself feeling the imposter syndrome. I'm not supposed to be here. I don't think I'm good. To somebody saying to you that, oh, I'm not sure you're doing a good job, which is feedback. We talked about that. To the manager really coming at you from a point where they seem to be upset that you're not doing a good job. So you get that sense of feeling. So all these things just builds up as a stress. And how do you overcome this and how do you manage this? Well, first of all, you need to understand that if they're saying something and it's not the way you think it should be, then again, under the continuous learning, under the feedback banner that I talked about, you need to get that feedback. You need to go back to your relationship now of the people that you build and get that feedback from them. You see, all the videos I've done now comes to this final video, and everything seems to be connected. When you feel stress and anxiety, you should be able to feel confident to go to a colleague and say, I just want to ask you some questions. In terms of me managing, in terms of me as a developer or as a tester, as a scrum master, as a project manager, can you give me some feedback? You should be able to do that because you've got a good relationship with that person. You know what they're going to say is going to be genuine, not something they're going to make up to make you feel even worse. At the same time, you want to go and have a talk with your manager and say, I've got some feedback. I've been working on that. These are my challenges that I seem to be hitting every time, not to be able to complete on time. Because a lot of time people don't know there are impediments in front of you that are slowing you down. As far as they're concerned, you're just not doing the job right. And they don't know that there are certain things under the banner, under the hood that needs to be taken care of. So one thing I learned, which I want to share with you, is that don't tell people the face. You need to go in detail and say what's happening behind this banner, behind this bonnet, what's behind this wall, and you have to articulate everything. That for me to get a approval, I have to go to this person, I have to attend this meeting, I have to submit by this time frame. Maybe a lot of people don't understand there are a lot of restrictions within that organization that they've been working for so many years. Maybe they didn't know. So you have to be able to articulate what does it take in terms of effort to get certain things done. And you need to document it. You need to talk about it so that people understand if it doesn't get done within 2 days, they understand why. And if you don't do that, you will always be expected to finish within 2 days, and you're not able to do that. So therefore, the pressure builds even more on you. So you have to be open. You have to be transparent. Tell everybody. I don't know if you know the process for something to be approved. That you raise a ticket, there are 3 approvers, and each one has to approve within 24 hours. If someone's away, then that takes, slows it down. It goes back to the next person or something like that. They need to know. So you try to educate each other who may have expectations that you're taking too long to do something. Maybe they don't know that there's a lot more than what they see. So you need to help yourself in managing stress is to make sure you are articulating and you're transparent in terms of the things that the organization has implemented or deployed, which not everybody understands. So you need to make sure that they are told, hey, this is a process which is ridiculous, takes too long, but hey, that's just the way it works. And I don't know how I can overcome that. So that's one. Number two, just having yourself the understanding that what's important is my work-life balance. So I cannot be in a room 9 till 5, don't take break. I hardly take a lunch. I actually forget to drink. I actually forget to walk. I actually forget to stand up, stretch. Don't do that. At the end of it, you will feel the burden of stress and you will feel nervous even more. And you'll feel weak because you haven't given the body the chance to recover in a day by taking breaks, having liquid kind of drinks and all that, eating on time. And even after work, you're still stressed. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to the gym. You need to stop and ask yourself, what's important is my health. Because if health isn't there, you can't do a job. So health is important, and nobody cares about the job because as soon as you leave, they replace you with somebody else. You're not there because they can't replace you. You are replaceable. Just remember that. What is important is you as yourself, and you need to make sure you take time to stretch, break, take lunch, take water breaks, whatever. But don't feel stressed that you have to finish something. Articulate, communicate to everybody, hey, this is not going to take 3 days, it's going to take 5 days. When you give estimates, put some buffers in there. Someone says this will take 2 days or 3 days to finish. As a project manager, as a scrum master, or whatever, I'm gonna say 5 days. It'll be end of the week. So you don't say exactly what they said. Give them better space so that it gives you better space. So you wanna buffer up everything you do at work. Not so much buffering that something that should take 2 weeks, you say it's gonna take a month. Don't do that. It'll be very obvious. So you want to make sure that you give yourself space to turn around things. You work with colleagues so that they know what they're doing, and if they are having struggle in something, you quickly communicate to say something that was supposed to be due this Friday, due to these circumstances, it will be the Friday after. People don't mind that as long as you communicate what's going on. It's what's worse is when you don't communicate and the time comes and nothing's delivered. It happened to me in my career where the team was deploying something on a particular, like a Friday. I sent the email out 24 hours before the due date. They said we're having a problem. There's a defect and we won't be able to do the demo. And I was so shocked because everything was set up. So then I had to go back, cancel the meeting, tell them why. I learned my lesson. You have to keep a tab on the team, how they're doing for that big event. I didn't do that. I thought they said they're going to be ready. They're going to be ready, only to find out that they're not ready. So this is important. You make sure you work with the team, make sure they're having problems, you communicate and you get more time for them. You articulate something that they think is simple by saying, hey, this is the process and that's why it takes long and it could take long. There's a risk associated. And when you build your plan, you always put these risks down. And the risks are there because it's just to show people that anything can happen that could derail this project. And therefore, takes away your stress when things go wrong, because you can say, I told you, if it rains, we won't be able to have a party outside because it's going to ruin everything. So you raise a risk. And the mitigation was to buy more umbrellas or buy a gazebo or in a room nearby. No one did that. So it stopped. So that's not your problems. You should be blamed for it. One thing people do, and I want you to remember as part of your stress and anxiety, you deliver 99 successful projects, but you deliver one unsuccessful. They only remember you for that one unsuccessful. That's just human nature. When you know this is the way we work, try not to overthink and boil the ocean. You can't boil the ocean. You have to ask yourself, I'm a human being. I can make mistakes. I have to talk to colleagues who could be nice to me one moment, who would turn out to be nasty the next moment, because people are people, emotions, whatever they're going through their life. So try to understand that soft skill, try to understand that psychology, try to balance yourself with work life. Try not to give all at the cost of your health, at the cost of your family. Everything will be replaced as soon as you leave that job. What's not going to replace is your health, your family. You need to focus on that. Family health first, work second. But when you're at work, you apply all these things I've done in the series, which is networking, feedback, learning, confidence. You do all that, your life work balance will help you there. But as long as you understand the core, which is I am important, my health is important, your stress and your anxiety will start behaving and you'll be able to manage that kind of curve. As it goes up, you're going to say, okay, I need to take a break. I need to talk to somebody. I need to get more time. You need to communicate. I need to be transparent. You apply these techniques, you are setting yourself to a successful manager, successful individual, a professional who is confident, who comes across as very kind of someone who knows their stuff. You want to be that person. And I hope this series of videos has given you some confidence in yourself, belief in yourself, that you will be able to do the job you're doing which is well deserved, and never be self critic, because self criticism is the worst. Oh, you're not doing good. Your mind says that. Look, they're looking at you. Your mind says that. Suppress that inner voice of negativity. Try to be positive. Go for a walk, meditate, you know, pray, seek help from God. All these things are valid. But as long as you understand that you're not going to sacrifice your health, and that's important. And all I've told you will help you towards that. Implement that. Leave comments about how you are doing in your journey, how all these things I've done helped you. Leave your comments. And if there's anything else you want me to elaborate on or make more videos on, let me know. And I hope these series of videos has helped you to overcome your nervousness and gain that confidence on the new job. Until next time, take care.